like every wave's coming a little bit higher, a little bit higher.
Right now at 6, a story you will only see here on Channel 3.
The Magic Bus sailboat left Stonington Harbor headed for the Bahamas when the boat started sinking with a 5-man crew on board, and that led to a harrowing rescue hundreds of miles off the coast of North Carolina.
Tonight, your reporter Amanda Callahan is in Stonington sharing really an exclusive, incredible interview with one of the men on that boat.
It's fairly calm out here tonight in Stonington, but that wasn't the case about a week ago for the crew aboard the Magic Bus. The boat started sinking and the 5 men had to jump into a raft while navigating 15 to 20-foot waves. Now, luckily, it only took about 2 hours for the Coast Guard to locate them, initiating an hours-long rescue to bring them home. Last Monday, this 5-man crew set sail on the Magic Bus from Stonington to the Bahamas.
The path we were on was essentially like I-95 for deliveries going south. We headed out from here 7 o'clock at night, and first 24 hours went really well. We were moving pretty quick, doing speeds that we never thought the boat was even capable of doing.
But then the boat started taking on water, 4 feet at one point. 20-year-old Dylan Flack, the 3 other crew members, and the captain were able to get it under control, now aiming to reach Florida, until more problems started around 2 a.m. on Thursday.
I woke up to a bang, which is never a good sign on a boat, and run up on deck, and our jib sheets had snapped, and it was too windy for the main, so we had no sails. Our port engine was obviously underwater, and then our starboard engine gave out too.
And the boat was sinking fast.
Well, I was the last person on the wheel, and Zach, one of our crewmates, came out, and they were having a discussion inside, and he comes out and he's like, "Dylan, it's not looking good. We're gonna have to abandon."
The 5 men hopped into the raft and called the Coast Guard for help.
About 2.5 hours in is when the Coast Guard guys came out in the C-130, and watching that fly over our heads and circle us was a pretty good feeling.
The Coast Guard had to bring in a rescue helicopter, but being hundreds of miles off the North Carolina coast, refueling was a problem.
It wasn't so much of a like, oh my God, this is really happening. It was more of like a, what can we do in the moment right now?
Luckily, a Navy aircraft carrier happened to be at the right place at the right time.
If the H.W. Bush wasn't going through that passage at that moment in time, the helicopter wouldn't be able to get to us, so it would have been about 2 days in the raft instead of 6 hours.
Flack says by 10 a.m., each of them was safely out of the water.
And survivors inside the cabin.
And by noontime, back home in Connecticut.
It's definitely not the end of any of our sailing careers. We're all really looking forward to getting back out there.
And Flack says he'll be forever grateful to the Navy men and the Coast Guard for bringing them home safely. Your reporter in Stonington, Amanda Callahan, Channel 3 Eyewitness News.
That story.